I just finished the Saga in the IDW comics, and I just need to talk about it because, oh my gosh, was it good. I love the IDW comics. I I do. I love them. I love the artwork. I love the storytelling. But the thing I love most is the characters. The characters, they work so well together, and I just wanted to talk about it. I need to talk about it. Oh my gosh, okay. So, the Metal Saga is like a little bit of spoilers. There's nothing big. I'm not going to spoil the ending. But Dr. Eggman made this serum or this virus basically, and if you touch this metal goop, you turn into like what they call zombots. So you're like a zombie but a robot that Eggman was supposed to be able to control. So I want to talk about Eggman first. This is the first time in a really long time that he actually felt scary. Like in the games, he's never, like recently especially, he's not really a scary villain. He's more like just, like they've been Sonic Lostword, for example, like they work together, and it's like, and especially Sonic Boom, like I understand that's like a spin-off, but ever since then, they've just been so, I don't know, too friendly with each other, I feel. Um, he hasn't felt scary since I feel like a Sonic Adventure 2. I could be wrong, but that's the one I remember, so. And then, like, Knuckles is normally has been betrayed really poorly too recently. He went from like a really genuinely cool character to dumb and stupid, and kind of just he fell for Eggman's tricks one too many times, and it just made him feel so stupid. And like part of his story arc was like him being naive, but being able to use that to his advantage in like the games, and then it kind of just repeats itself and it's really stupid. But in the comics, he's he's genuinely protective over the emerald, like the Master Emerald. Um, like the chaotix. Oh my gosh, the chaotix. Like when something happened to Charmy. Oh my gosh, like no friend left behind. They were so. Oh my gosh, that's like, I'm normally really annoyed by the chaotix because a lot of the time they're overwhelming to me because they're a lot. SBO's the best, but in this you could really feel how much they care about each other. They're best friends. They take care of each other. They will do anything for each other, and it shows. And then also like the Babylonian rogues. Oh my gosh, I love that they were here because we never see like them. We only see them in the Riders series, which I love, by the way. um, I love the way they show their friendship. Like, so one of the things was two of the characters were surrounded by zombots. So it was I'm so bad at names. I know their names, but like now that I'm thinking about it, it's not gonna say them. The purple one and the gray one. I know their names. It's just not coming to me. And then what's his name? I'm so mad right now. I cannot remember their names. And then the green one's like saves them before doing something. It's so cool. He could have risked himself. He could have spared himself, but instead he went in and saved them. It's beautiful. I love it. Sonic, the way that he jumps into action, like you could really tell he's getting his hopes down. He is not in the good mental state at all, but somehow he's still really optimistic. Like even when he, you know, went in Rampage and started fighting Eggman, even though it's best not to, because he had a bigger thing to do, because he had that gizmo thing tracking his speech so that they could fight off the virus and figure out a cure. But he broke it because he was so angered by Eggman, as he should be. Silver just genuinely caring, and the whole time I was thinking like it needs to end with Silver, and it did, and I loved that. Even Blaze at like the final one, it's just the characters are represented so good for no reason. I love it. The storytelling in the comic books is also great. It's, oh my gosh, it's so fluid. You get all the answers, and there's so much suspense. And it does this all with feeling like it's still Sonic related. All the characters are really good. Amy still has that love for people. Sonic's still confident, but he also isn't too confident too. He's just a jerk. Knuckles is naive but super protective and loving. And, you know, Tails is a genius, but is still a little kid. He's so smart, and he's his own person, and he's so brave, but he can still do things. He's not just some kid, you know? And because of how it works, like, all these characters just come together and they work so well. And it's so nice. Blaze is to herself, but still kind now that she knows everyone better. It's honestly just, I'm really happy about it. I love the comic books. The IDW comic books did it right. And if I learned anything from it, it's that these characters can be portrayed correctly. I don't know why, but I just fell in love. I was reading it and I just wanted to be like, I don't like it when people say it's like just a story, because stories are meant to make it feel like that, right? If a story doesn't make you feel like passionate, then I don't know what to do. What is the point of a story? Like, a story is meant, when you read a story, you are practically in the minds of everyone, or you are watching everything go down firsthand, right? Most of the time. So, if anything, you have a bigger connection to these people, these, more than anyone else in those stories, right? So it's amazing that they finally, like, could, Sega, who, I can't, it's so good, and the stories are so well portrayed, the characters are beautiful, and, you know, Cream is probably the bravest kid in these entire stories. Like, she's the bravest. Braver than any of them. When her mom got attacked by the metal virus, she lost hope. You could tell that her motivation is her mom. And it shows. Jamil is also very kind. For being robotic, he has the heart of, I don't know what to say, but I don't have a good analogy, but he has such a big heart. When Cream got infected, she was so brave. Although in tears, she was still willing to stay behind. But because Jamil is such a nice and genuinely loving robot, he stayed with her. He sent the Chaos Emerald back, and it shows how much thought they put into these characters. And it feels so natural for these characters too. Big the Cat's story with Froggy, I really felt for Big. Big is someone I normally don't empathize with, because Big is just Big and he's always there, but in those stories, you could tell he really started to lose hope. He's so confused, and he really genuinely cares for Froggy. And, you know, I love this. I love it so much. It's so good. I can't explain how much serotonin I get from reading these, okay? I could do without the Deadly Six. I don't like them. I've never liked them. Orbot and Cubot, oh my gosh. The way that Orbot tricks the Zeti to think they're working with him, but Cubot's like, what? We're working for them now? And Orbot's like, just go with it. It really fits their character. One of my favorite parts in the books is when Sonic loses his memory, because it's like the first time in the entire series where Sonic doesn't feel like Sonic, and that's what it was meant to do. So, like, if, like, any of these recent games were like, Sonic lost his memory, I wouldn't be surprised if it felt more like Sonic than what Sonic already was, you know? Because, really, all these characters are not themselves in the games recently. There's, like, you set these, like, not boundaries, but you set this expectation for us of, like, how these characters are going to be portrayed, and then you withdraw from those, erase everything that's happened before, and then and you wonder why we're upset. Like, I love the comic books. It's such a good representation on who these characters are and what they're about. I can't get over it. I'm blabbering. I keep repeating the same thing over and over again, but I can't get over how good it is. I don't understand how someone could write a comic book this good, but they did it. If you guys haven't checked this out, please do. You can find the free dubbed ones. There's ways to get it for free if you need to, but I own the physical copies because I do. Because I just wanted to witness it like that, but it's definitely worth the time. These can be read really quickly. If you're anything like me, I had to stop every 20 minutes because I'm, like, freaking out. But these could be read very quickly if you just want a quick read. Like, a really good investment if you're into this stuff. If you're into the story of Sonic the Hedgehog. And if you're not, this is a way to get into it. It is so good. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye! So scared I'll take off and run. I'm flying too close to the sun, and I'll burst into flame. You make me glow. Oh.